What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the brand new locker code that 2K just dropped here in NBA 2K25 My Team for a free GOAT event piece and more. Pretty excited, in all honesty, to type in this locker code. Definitely improves my take about this festival a bit, because an additional free GOAT piece is obviously really nice for the festival. Still think this festival is a bit underwhelming, to be totally honest, because this GOAT piece doesn't change the fact that the Invincibles, especially the Invincibles people would really want, like a Ralph Sampson, are just not attainable at all. And then obviously I just think the 100 overalls are a little bit underwhelming for most people, and while Dark Matter Kenyon Martin's good, there's just a lot of like about this entire festival. I feel like it might be a festival where besides Dikembe, maybe you just get Dikembe and then you use the rest of your pieces to get MT, in all honesty. But I do like the fact that Dikembe is a part of this, and with this locker code, you now only need one more Invincible piece to get Dikembe entirely for free. Very simple to get Dikembe for free at this point, which is super duper nice. And I do think as a whole, this festival, depending on how many challenges 2K drops and whether or not they drop some updated stuff later on this week with the NBA draft on Wednesday and next content and things like that, maybe we get some more challenges and some more content then, and that could make some stuff more attainable as well, potentially. But we'll see. As of right now, I'm still hesitant to consider this overall a W festival so far, but I am excited about this locker code, if nothing else. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the locker code itself is pretty darn simple. It's just MT-NBA-draft-festival, and it is for a free GOAT card. So that is definitely a very nice reward to be giving away. I was a bit concerned this morning, in all honesty, when it didn't seem as though there was going to be a locker code, and I was not happy about that because it felt like a big step backwards from the last festival. But them adding this is definitely a positive. It's the highest event piece entirely for free, just for people getting on and getting on the game. But the thing to consider is that this festival is only a week long. We're not going to be getting any festival content after next Thursday. Now, we may get festival content over the next few days up until and through Thursday, potentially. We'll see what the challenges and stuff like that looks like. But one free GOAT piece is a 20th of Akeem Apollo. It's 2/25 of I mean, it's 8% of Ralph Sampson. Like, realistically, it's just not a significant chunk. And so now it is 2 of the 3 Invincible pieces needed for Dikembe Mutombo, and that is probably the biggest positive, is that if you just go over here and knock out one of these NBA Draft Festival challenge groups right here, you will have an Invincible piece and you'll be able to get Dikembe for free just like that. So that's obviously a W. But I feel like besides Dikembe, this entire festival is kind of just meh, because Kenyon Martin's great, but I legitimately think Pervis Ellison is probably better, and Pervis Ellison is 5,000 MT. There's not even a free 10 box in the exchange right now. There's a couple legend badges, and Austin Carr is an incredible salary cap point guard, and you can probably make some MT and stuff from exchanging pieces down in a diamond or doing the shoe exchange or the badge exchange or whatever, if you're willing to sell those cards on the auction house. And yes, the 100 overalls are all going to be attainable for free if you want one of these guys, but I feel like unless you're a fan of one of these players, you're probably not going to really want these guys, because Glenn Robinson isn't special. He's at a very oversaturated position already. Cat is fine, but not game-changing at all. I wouldn't say he's any better than Ibaka was last festival, and David Thompson's a 6'4" point guard. He's just not anything particularly spectacular. So realistically, I look at all of this and I go, overall, the festival's pretty underwhelming. Yes, being able to get Dikembe for free is a huge W, and that is probably the main thing that I would use this on. I mean, you can exchange it into 2 Invincible pieces just like that. Go knock out a couple of challenges and you can have that done. I mean, the multiplayer challenge group will take you, I mean, the hardest part is the win streak. You have to win 3 multiplayer games in a row using 3 or more NBA draft #1 picks, but you can do that in salary cap. You can do that in Triple Threat Park. You can do that in Showdown. And if you're good at the game, you can definitely get that done pretty quickly. And then the single player one is even easier. It's just a little more time consuming. 10 single player games in a row, and you have to get 50 rebounds and blocks, 200 points and assists, and 50 points in a single player game. So it's going to take a bit of time, but it's really easy because single player is easy. You can play all the games on rookie. Like, as a whole, it's really not hard to get Dikembe at all, and that's a huge W. That's a card who was going for 500,000 MT this morning before people knew he was going to be free. Like, he is extremely good, and yes, his price has obviously dropped significantly. In fact, I need to sell my Dikembe on this account, which is a shame because obviously he was awesome, but I am going to get the free one instead, and I'll take whatever MT I can get. I know that basically, by the way, with 3 Invincible pieces, you're spending 225,000 MT on Dikembe, but he's still a bit more expensive than that on the auction house, number 1. But also, number 2, that saves you all the time that you have to dedicate to getting that MT. And again, Dikembe is an incredible card. So for a lot of people who need a power forward or a center, Dikembe should be the main target for a lot of people's teams. I personally believe in this event. He is the biggest W of the event, and he is definitely the main guy that I'm going to be getting in this event on this account and probably on both accounts, in all honesty. I haven't decided on my other account if I'm going to spend the pieces on that or not, because I do potentially want to consider getting 100 overall Wimby if his price doesn't wind up being 6 million MT, which as of right now, I mean, are there still 3 invincible Wimbys on the auction house as I record this, nearly 2 hours? Oh, I'm sorry. There are now 4 invincible Wimby or 100 overall Wimbys on the auction house 2 hours after he came out in packs. The pack weight is disgusting. I have a rant video dropping here in a little bit because I'm very annoyed about that, to be totally honest. But the honest truth is I am still underwhelmed with this festival. I just am. It's 1 week long. You still can't get cards above the 3rd tier of the festival for free. And the one card who might potentially become attainable for free if 2K really is generous with challenges over the next week, because you have your free locker code, you have the free basically GOAT piece from the 2 challenge groups that are in the challenges right now. You have the 100 overall piece plus another couple 100 overall pieces from the dark matter pieces that you get as rewards from these festival challenges. So it's basically 3 100 overall pieces, which is another invincible piece. So you got a GOAT piece plus 3 invincible pieces plus another GOAT piece coming on Sunday in the Triple Threat Park win streak. That's 3.5 GOAT pieces already. So Allen Iverson, if 2K is very generous with challenges, might be attainable for free potentially, but he sucks. And like, I don't know. I just think in July, we're in June 20th. At this point in the game, you should be able to get the 2nd tier card for free in a festival like this. Like, obviously Akeem is ridiculously expensive. I cannot wrap my mind around all the things about this game that are frustrating me. I have a full-on rant video coming out here later on today because I'm just exasperated by a lot of what 2K has done as of late. And this locker code for me personally isn't enough to salvage a positive opinion about this festival for me personally. It's nice to have, it certainly helps. Dikembe is a huge W. So I guess that aspect of the festival is a W, but the rest of it is just pretty mid to me. This is the most underwhelming festival besides Dikembe that I think we've gotten in a while, especially after I thought last week's festival, last couple weeks festival was a legitimate improvement in terms of the amount of grindability to it and the amount of MT that can be made from it and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you want to, you can just use the pieces they're gonna be able to get for free from this and make 500,000 plus MT. Like, there is still positive here. So I don't want to sit here and act like it's completely all negative, all doom and gloom. It's just not as good as I was hoping it would be. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I'm going to call the video there. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.